What is going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro back with another video. Hope you guys are all doing very well today. If you haven't already, I really want to recommend you guys join our Discord with the first link down in the description below. It's literally free to join, and you guys can get joined up literally right this moment. All you have to do is go to the description and click that link. This is how you get access to our daily buy and sell alerts that we post in the Discord, and of course the gains that we get. Obviously, you can see in the overall gains channel, which we've been doing very, very well. 179%, 229% gains, 30% gains here, 71% gains. Again, all across the board, things have been going very well. Excuse me, sorry, little bit of a congested type day, but that's not going to stop us from getting these informational videos out to you guys and helping you guys see clear in the market. But there is an interesting article that Motley Fool released just a couple of days ago talking about a bull market potentially coming back, and these are 5 of the top stocks that they think that you could potentially make some profit with. So I think this is interesting. These are growth stocks. Let's read a little bit about them. I'll give my opinions on them, whether or not they're right, wrong, whatever the case might be. And obviously, you guys can make your own decisions and do your own research as well. But let's get into it. So number one, they're talking about Moderna, right? We know that Moderna, in more specifically kind of the end of 2020 into kind of the first parts of 2021, first couple of quarters, did very, very well. It's obviously apparent by this overall stock chart that they have presented right down here. Huge price spike all the way upwards of $400, $500 a share, and obviously doing very well around that time. Since then, however, we've seen a massive decline in price all the way down to around $200 to $150 a share, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So they say when you think of Moderna, you probably think of the, of course, C virus vaccine. The vaccine has generated billions of dollars in earnings over the past 2 years, and the company's only product right now, and it helped Moderna's stock soar earlier in the overall shutdown. These days, Moderna's dependence on the vaccine for revenue has done just the opposite. It's weighed on stock performance, and that as investors worry about future growth. But the concerns looking over are not done. Moderna has 48 programs in development and even some opportunities for blockbuster revenue over the next few years. The company has 3 potential blockbusters other than the coronavirus program in phase 3 trials right now. There are vaccine candidates for respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV. Flu, obviously, shots are always kind of in the mix, and CMV. Moderna aims to file for regulatory approval of the RSV candidate in the first half of this year. And all of this means basically that Moderna may be poised for a new phase of growth, and a bull market could be the perfect occasion for this growth stock to soar. It's pretty interesting that they kind of say all of this. And yes, I do agree that they do have some very interesting stuff in development right now as far as further vaccines for other types of diseases other than the main coronavirus disease that they've been tackling over the last couple of years. But keeping this in mind, things like RSV are very, very common in especially infants and, of course, other people as well. And seeing a vaccine being potentially made for that and produced and obviously sold would obviously generate a pretty significant amount of revenue for the specific company. So again, they do have a point there, in my opinion. And of course, Moderna, any of these kind of biotech med stocks, especially ones like these that are incredibly popular right now in their overall kind of space that they reside in, I think obviously are pretty decent plays as well. Teladoc, I actually talked about Teladoc on our Instagram, which if you haven't already, make sure to follow us. But of course, TDoc is another company that its revenue has just been going crazy. The revenue has continued to go up and up and up every quarter. We saw a 29% climb in just the fourth quarter of last year, and they served over 1 million people just during the year. Now, you're probably wondering, well, this stock has taken a massive decline, has not done very well over the last couple of months, and even the last year, really, when we look at this overall chart, as far as its PS ratio goes. Why is that the case? And a lot of people seem to be betting against Teladoc right now, simply due to the fact that things like Zoom exist. And while I do agree that there are specific competitors as far as video chats go, I don't believe that those are really, in my mind, actual competitors, because what Teladoc does is not necessarily they're not just a video chat platform. A lot of people get that kind of confused, and I saw some people in our comments on Instagram saying that. Again, Teladoc is more of a company that actually puts forward services in the healthcare industry as far as getting doctors connected to patients, getting actual practices connected to people who need them, and of course facilitating those interactions via, of course, web style, kind of interactions that obviously can help them get the, medications they need, the prescriptions they need, and things of that nature. I think Teladoc does present itself at a decent growth opportunity for the next coming year, and it is something that I am considering investing in sooner rather than later. Target's a classic, right? We all use Target. We've all been to Target. Target is a classic retail store group, and as far as I can tell, they're really one of the only retail stores that managed to truly kind of get a really strong foothold, even though e-commerce is becoming more and more popular over the last couple of years, right? We've seen e-commerce absolutely explode in popularity. Most people are doing their shopping online right now. Amazon is a big thanks to that. But what we see with Target is really unique because a lot of people still like to go in person, or just, in general in person, to go buy things, whether it's groceries, whether it's things for your home, whether it's, cooking utensils. This is really kind of the last remaining general store, and in my opinion, it's still doing very, very well. And we can even see that most of its overall numbers just from these specific types of things are still doing very well. It's trading less than 20 times its forward earning estimates, and that's down from more than about 40 a year ago, which is pretty much a steal according to the Motley Fool, as far as its strength is considered to be growing in the times ahead. And I agree, Target is still a pretty solid type of buy. Home Depot is a classic for home improvement, and with summer coming up, if you guys aren't familiar with the stock market, you aren't familiar with Home Depot, we see summer projects really take off with Home Depot in the summer because their revenues go up, their money goes up. A lot of people like to work on their homes. A lot of people like to get work done. A lot of people are hiring contractors to obviously go to Home Depot and purchase goods at Home Depot in order to fulfill those contracts and fulfill their needs as far as their home improvement projects go. And those oftentimes are happening in the summer. And that's why we see Home Depot really do very, very well in the summer. So again, coming up in the summer, I think that's a potential interesting arbitrage play. Last little thing here, Etsy. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Etsy just because it's a little bit more of a niche type of stock. Again, the specific things that it offers, I think, are not something that's really in my wheelhouse as far as customized products. It is doing very well, though. Again, we've seen about 124% customers who have identified as men soared as far as the overall increase in that. About 124% more people are men upping on Etsy now, which is a big deal because it used to kind of be more of a niche store, more targeted towards women, stay-at-home moms, and things of that nature. And again, now we're seeing more kind of growth there as well. We're seeing a pretty significant pullback here with the overall state of growth stocks and just in general stocks like this in the market. And I think that a lot of people are thinking of buying the dip right here, right now. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are doing. Always love to know your overall thoughts as well. But those are the top 5 stocks, guys. If you haven't already, make sure to join our free Discord with the first link down in the description below. This is how you get access to our daily buy and sell alerts. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.